What's up everybody, Anime X here, and in this video, I will be rebooting one of my conceptually most interesting and wacky what ifs. First of all, quick disclaimer, this is a reboot of an older what if that I had on my channel. This isn't like a new idea that I had, it is something that I've been wanting to reboot for a while. I will probably delete those videos when I upload this for all the people who saw the old series, by the way. Everything is not going to be how it was in that version, seeing as how my storytelling abilities and ideas about what I could do have grown and developed exponentially. For many of you, this is a new what if, and just thinking about a lot of people that will be seeing Sakura in a new light for the first time is really cool, I think, because I'm going to try to do, or I am going to do, the impossible. I'm not only going to make Sakura useful in this what if, but I'm going to make her a likable character. I know this sounds crazy, but that's fine. I'll be getting to establishing the topic when I get my background information, but there is no light goal. But there is a light goal that I have to talk about, I'm sorry. Yeah, psych if you thought you were going to have a light goal in a video. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no idea how well this what if is going to perform on the channel, and due to me wanting to actually want to continue this series of my own fruition, I'm going to set the light goal appallingly low. 500 likes and this what if comes out next week on the same day, hopefully. Now, as usual, with new concepts, I'll be giving you guys some background information on the topic, then jumping right into the story. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, there are many things in this what if that will be established throughout the story and through my storytelling, but there are a few things that right now I want to clarify first. First off, I will not be giving Sakura some dojutsu ability that she wouldn't be able to attain through normal means, or she would only be able to attain through weird or unknown means, meaning no Sharingan, no Byakugan, no Rinnegan, no Ketsuryugan, none of that stuff. I'll be making Sakura useful and likable through my own writing ability. Next thing I want to establish in this what if is Sakura will be in a constant state of evolution and developing, just like many other Naruto characters, meaning that I will not make Sakura like godly in the first part of this what if, but I will start developing her and her abilities, so please temper your expectations on her initial power and her initial character, because the point of this is to develop her, not just instantly have her to be useful like that. The final thing is that this what if, unlike many others, won't actually start with her childhood, but it will start after the Land of Waves mission, after them heading back to the village, so let's jump right into it. Now, like I said, we jump into the story after the Land of Waves arc, where something that occurs in the original later in the series occurs to Sakura now. Sakura is completely blindsided by the feeling of complete and utter uselessness on this mission. In fact, that word doesn't even begin to describe how she felt, and it's for good reason. She didn't do anything on the mission, so there's a reason that she feels like this. Seeing Naruto and Sasuke fight Haku and truly shine as ninja inspired her and wanted her to become stronger. Also, seeing that Sasuke almost died in his first mission as a real ninja really motivates Sakura in a completely different way that leads her to the same result. Not only does she want to be able to protect Sasuke and keep him from ever being in harm's way like that, but she wants to be stronger in order to keep up and be worthy of being someone with Sasuke and actually be worthy of being on a team with Naruto as well, as through her reality, her shift of perspective, she's able to understand that Naruto is a much more competent person than she made him out to be at first. Now, as they walk back from the mission, Sakura is in deep thought. Things are coming around her head, like thinking about things like, how can I get stronger? How can I catch up to Naruto and Sasuke? Sakura wonders this as she keeps walking. When they finally return to the village, Sakura gains her team's attention for a quick second. She then bows her head nearly to the ground, and with her face red, she says, "I'm sorry, Naruto, Sasuke, and Kakashi-sensei. I'm sorry for my uselessness on the last mission, and I'm sorry for holding you guys back. I promise I'll do better next time." Everyone is caught off guard by this, as it doesn't seem in character for something for Sakura to do. Naruto and Sasuke look to each other, then back at Sakura, and just nod, showing that they are okay, and that they are okay with what Sakura did and how her performance was. Naruto then gives a thumbs up to her. "That's great, Sakura. If you ever want to train, my door is always open." Naruto said this jokingly, but he did truly mean it, and Sakura can tell. Sakura hears this, and she nods, genuinely glad that Naruto is being so generous, even though, not too long ago, Naruto was being treated like complete and utter garbage by Sakura. Sakura then stands up straight again and walks off for a bit, thinking about how she can get stronger and thinking about what this shift in character truly means for her as a ninja. She then has an idea and rushes back to Kakashi to ask him some questions. When she finally finds Kakashi in the village, she starts barraging him with questions, almost blitzing him with all of these questions, all of them wondering how to get stronger. She asks, what are my abilities? How well am I at certain things? Genjutsu, ninjutsu, taijutsu, and all that type of stuff. Sakura, if I were in your position, here's what my advice would be. First off, you have an affinity to genjutsu, so I think focusing on that would be a good idea. No, a great idea if you did that. You also seem to be extraordinarily good at controlling your chakra and manipulating it, so focusing on that in tandem with genjutsu would be great as well. And an area, if I were to say, where you most lack is your taijutsu ability, so building that up would be a wonderful idea as well, seeing as how you are far below average in terms of that. Sakura, after hearing this, does flinch a little bit at hearing that her taijutsu is garbage, but after this, she nods happy to hear all this feedback, and she runs off happy to hear all of his advice. Sakura, later that week, is called in by Kakashi along with the rest of Team 7, and they are briefed on the next real endeavor that they will be going on, being the Chunin exams. Kakashi decides to let them know early that he'll be signing them up for the exams, so they have time to train and prepare for it. Kakashi looks at Sakura, mainly doing this for her so she can be ready for the exam. Sakura nods to him, glad that he's being so considerate, and asks how much time they will have. Kakashi looks at her, and with an interesting expression on his face, he says, 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to get ready for the hardest exam of your life. Good luck! Kakashi then waves and walks off, leaving all the ninja to their own devices so they can get ready for the Chunin exams. Sakura, after hearing about the Chunin exams, which is going to be her chance to prove herself, heads right to training, getting her schedule in tech. She decides initially that every day she'll sleep at most for 6 hours, leaving her 18 hours throughout the day to train and catch up to Naruto and Sasuke. First, she starts with her main weakness, taijutsu. That is the one thing that she hammers home the hardest due to her being extremely below the curve in terms of speed and strength. So for 8 hours of the day, the majority of what Sakura is doing is putting herself through the most grueling training that she possibly can. Running sprints up and down hills until she pukes, doing push-ups until she can do handstand push-ups, doing handstand push-ups until her arms lose feeling and she collapses, practicing her punches and kicks until she can't feel anything, and still, Sakura pushes herself even further. The thoughts that are running through her head are constantly motivating her and pushing her to be as strong as possible, as quickly as possible. I never want to feel useless again. Never. And with that thought, that main consistent thought pushing Sakura, she continues that 8 hours conditioning and physical training every single day. After that, she goes on to practicing her own abilities and basically learning her own bread and butter that she has an affinity to. So for 5 hours, she'll research genjutsu and put her research into practice, learning about all kinds of genjutsu, and practicing not only becoming resistant to it, but becoming able to cast the genjutsu herself, actually harping on the point that Kakashi brought up earlier. Learning how to do it through visual stimuli such as certain movements through her hands and making the viewer be able to be put under genjutsu with that in much variety is something that Sakura learned over a little bit of training. After a week of genjutsu practice, she's able to use auditory stimuli as well as visual stimuli, such as whistling and, like I said, certain hand signs and symbols, similar to Itachi's ephemeral genjutsu until you use auditory genjutsu, to a degree manipulate her targets. With this genjutsu, she's able to completely incapacitate targets that aren't very talented in genjutsu repelling or chakra manipulation. She's even able to manipulate the senses of a person to a degree, making them imagine or see things that aren't really there, and affecting any one of the senses the way she pleases, as long as they aren't above her in terms of their genjutsu skill, allowing for subtle genjutsu that no one can notice. Now, I've already explained how she trains for 13 hours a day, and you would think that that possibly be enough, but Sakura has a lot of catching up to do. So for the 5 remaining hours of that day, she's devoted to pure researching for 2 weeks. She researches chakra control day in and day out, along with all of her other training. And the day before the exam starts, Sakura stumbles upon something. A book detailing the abilities of the Seinen, almost like a journal researching important figures to the leaf. It is in this book where Sakura stumbles upon something. She stumbles upon Tsunade's record, her medical abilities, and the ability to amp her strength to monstrous levels through chakra control alone. This is all rumored and this isn't necessarily confirmed, but it is a hypothesis. This book doesn't detail how to actually perform this feat, as no one but Tsunade understands how to amp her strength to that level through mere chakra control, but Sakura, who is indeed extremely intelligent, has a working hypothesis of how she possibly amp her strength. But she has little time to actually test it, with being ever so slightly able to amp her strength in the few times that she is able to test. Yet, she's nowhere near to the degree that Tsunade was hailed to be, which disappoints her. Sakura is frustrated by this as she wanted to have more offensive capabilities going into the exams, but nonetheless, Sakura recognizes that she's a much stronger person and a completely different one, in fact, than when she learned about the exams, meaning that she has a way different outlook on ninja and about observing people as a whole. So with that thought in her head, she meets up with Team 7 and they head off into the exams. After they head into the exams, Team 7, just like in the original, they are the first to see through the genjutsu that tells them that they're on the wrong floor, making Sasuke, incidentally, meet Rock Lee's team where conflict ensues. Rock Lee then challenges Sasuke to a fight, and similar to the original, Naruto, being Naruto, jumps in the way, being gung-ho, and attacks Rock Lee and gets absolutely bodied. This makes Sasuke perceive Naruto as even weaker than before, but Sakura by this point is much more observant of not only herself and her own surroundings, but what she can do. She watches her opponents and her teammates in order to pick up on things that gauge her skill against others. Due to this, Sakura realizes, to a small degree, that Rock Lee is extremely dangerous. Even more dangerous than Sasuke predicts, and he doesn't really see Rock Lee as a threat at all. This is due to Naruto moving at a speed that was extremely fast, at least to her. It was as fast, if not faster, than Sasuke's normal speed on their mission versus Haku, with only Sasuke enhancing his chakra, being as fast as that Naruto. This means that Rock Lee, being able to casually handle Naruto, proves that he's extremely fast and skilled at taijutsu. Meaning that Sakura immediately has a fascination with him as she wants to become a very person that's prominent in terms of her taijutsu ability. Sakura then tries to warn Sasuke that this guy is dangerous, but it is much too late. Rock Lee charges Sasuke and kicks him at an even faster speed than he was moving, and basically surpasses Sasuke's speed, forcing him to bring out the Sharingan, which even then is surpassed by Rock Lee's insurmountable speed and strength. Rock Lee, like in the original, kicks Sasuke into the air and is about to body him, but he stops short of wrapping up Sasuke with his bandages due to him hearing Sakura's voice and asking him to stop, which just convinces him to let Sasuke fall to the ground, ending the attack. Rock Lee then asks Sakura if she's now interested in him, and Sakura just smiles, saying that she possibly is. She then asks Rock Lee to fight, and without waiting for an answer, knowing that Rock Lee wouldn't want to, she charges at Rock Lee, catching everyone off guard. How do I compare? Can I reach the backs of you? Naruto? Sasuke? She then keeps charging, completely focusing and keeping her eyes on Lee, hoping just not to get blitzed. Lee then, seeing Sakura so determined, actually raises his opinion of Sakura, seeing her as not only a pretty face, at least in his eyes, not my eyes, but his, but an honorable ninja as well, so he decides that he'll take the fight seriously and basically handle her with somewhat all of his strength. Lee then disappears from her vision, just like she expected. Sakura then turns on the dime and throws a punch directly behind her, where Rock Lee appears again. This surprises everyone in the room, as everything seems to be going in slow motion for everyone. Did she react to my attack? No, that's not possible. She is much too slow to do that. He sees that she is slow because basically her punch is not reaching him, even though she seemingly reacted to his fastest dash. Then the realization hits him. Did she predict where I was going to appear behind her? Sakura, as she punches, realizes that Lee has already dodged the attack and is far away again, knowing that she missed her big opportunity to land a hit. Sakura did predict he would attack from behind, due to Rock Lee's chivalry and not wanting to hit Sakura in the face. Treat me like a real opponent, just like you do Naruto and Sasuke. Sakura screams this out as she releases some pent-up resentment at herself for not being perceived as strong by other fighters. She then lifts her hand into the air. If you don't attack me at full strength, the fight will be over like that. She then snaps her fingers to emphasize her point, the snap ringing out loud and clear throughout the place where they are fighting. Sakura then looks at Rock Lee as Lee falls to one knee and throws up. What did you... He then stands up shakily, seeing multiple Sakuras. Sakura then charges at Rock Lee. I put you under genjutsu. Once you heard the snap, you already lost the fight. That's what happens when you underestimate me. At least this is all something that she thinks. She is not nearly confident enough yet to say this out loud. She then throws a haymaker at Rock Lee, hoping to connect it and prove herself to Naruto and Sasuke. As this punch is thrown, everyone is stunned and completely perplexed at the idea of Sakura being close to beating Rock Lee. Is this really the same Sakura that I previously called annoying? Damn it, she's just like Naruto, getting stronger and stronger out of nowhere. Naruto looks at Sakura and looks at her growth and sees it as something that'll push him to grow stronger as well. And Rock Lee? Well, Lee is focused and determined on winning this fight. He may see 3 Sakuras, but he comes up with a plan. If he hits all of them, even with 2 of them being fakes, basically one of them won't be and he'll actually land a hit. So, surpassing his previous speed, he throws 3 super fast punches that all surpass Sakura in speed. The first punch misses completely, the second punch then misses completely, but the third and the final one connects right before hers does, with Sakura's punch only grazing Rock Lee's face, sending Rock Lee on his butt, but sends Sakura knocked down, deactivating the genjutsu. Sakura, after getting up, feels defeated, losing her chance to prove herself to everyone and herself. Sakura is just about to apologize for her weakness once again, until Lee walks up to her and says that she is impressive, as he walks by. This makes Sakura blush, as she is happy to be acknowledged. Rock Lee walks away as he pulls his hand from his mouth, seeing that he's bleeding. That's a crazy strong kunoichi. Team 7's really interesting this year. Rock Lee continues to walk off as he heads to the Shonen exams. Sakura then looks up at Sasuke and Naruto to see both of them looking at her with a huge genuine smile on Naruto's face, and a half-hearted attempt at a smile from Sasuke, who is trying to look annoyed, although he can't really do the job correctly. Good job, Sakura. Sasuke says this under his breath as he doesn't want to seem too over-enthusiastic, but Naruto is jumping around, clearly happy that Sakura did good against Rock Lee. Sakura then decides to voice her own opinion. Sorry guys, I wanted to beat that guy and show you that I was stronger now, but I wasn't strong enough. Naruto then tells Sakura that she may not be as fast or as strong as Sasuke or him, but through her training and wits, she was almost able to beat Rock Lee and actually do better than both of them did. Yeah, Sakura, look at Naruto. Even though he is a somewhat decent ninja, he doesn't even have a brain. Just imagine what you can do with one. Sasuke does this as an attempt to actually cheer Sakura up, and it actually works. Sakura laughs at this as she is thankful for her teammates keeping her spirits up, and so they head into the first exam. As she's walking into the first exam, she realizes that Rock Lee, even though he was clearly holding back against her with that third punch, it did really hurt as she started bleeding from her nose even after the fight. That guy seems really amazing. I'm gonna have to ask him how he got so fast after these exams. After this, she walks into the first exam, and during this exam, Sakura is actually able to help in the original, like more than she is in the original. She's able to help Naruto cheat through the use of her genjutsu. She decides to use it to instead trick Naruto or make him see something that's not there. She actually uses it to help Naruto cheat through the help of her genjutsu. She decides to use it basically to display Sakura's overwhelming control of her genjutsu, and she allows it to make Naruto see what is on her paper so Naruto can copy it down, allowing for Naruto to get all the questions right, which, like I said, displays the massive amount of chakra manipulation that she has along with her genjutsu manipulation. Knowing that the real test is still to come, Team 7 heads to the next stage of the exam, being the Forest of Death, and when the test starts, Sakura steadies herself and her nerves, and they all rush into the forest, ready to fight to win. And that, everybody, is where I'm going to end part 1 to the rebooted episode of What If Sakura Was Useful. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button, because why not? I want this to continue, and 500 likes is something that I know you guys can clearly and easily do. I'm not really worried about you guys hitting the like goal, but watch you guys not hit this just because I said it. Anyways, we're still keeping up the grind of daily videos in 2020, so this is just another entry into that daily grind. We're going to continue doing it, we're going to continue pushing, and if you guys want to help out on the grind, I will leave links to my Discord, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff down below in order for you guys to see the post and interact with me on a more personal level, because I kind of do fuel myself, besides off of Bauer, because Bauer is ultimate, but besides that, I do like hearing from you guys and interacting with you guys on a personal level. It just makes me feel really cool as a content creator to be able to do that. And if you want to support me in a much more powerful way, then I will leave a link to my Patreon down below in case you guys are interested in doing that. Certain roles allow you to get your names rolled by the credits. You get to get entered like special videos. You get to basically speak your mind on certain things. I may even let you stay in a live stream here or there depending on what the rank is. But I digress. Anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed the series as much as I like writing it and talking about it myself, because I do think this is an interesting topic. And if you do think that more people should see this, pass the video around, share it, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done all that stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, guys, this is AnimeX, hoping that I can make Sakura useful next part. Signing off.